One day, you will pick up your phone, and there will be no one left to answer. No familiar voice. No gentle, "How are you?" No one who remembers your childhood face better than you do. Many people only understand the value of their parents when the house becomes too quiet, when the chair is empty, when regret becomes heavier than any gift you could have bought. The Buddha never asked us to live in guilt. He asked us to wake up while there is still time, to see impermanence and let it make us tender, not bitter, to see gratitude and let it become action, not only a feeling. This talk is for anyone who still has parents and for anyone who has lost them and carries love mixed with sadness. And it is also for anyone who is a parent and hopes quietly that their children will remember. Now, dear friends, welcome to Buddha Peaceful Mind. May this Dharma talk soften your heart. May it bring you back to what matters. And may it inspire a small, real act of gratitude today. In the Buddha's teaching, gratitude is not a performance. It is not a speech on a special day. It is a training of the heart. Because a grateful heart is less greedy, less angry, less lost. And gratitude is closely linked to wisdom, because wisdom sees something most people forget. Everything we love is impermanent. Parents are impermanent. Time is impermanent. The chance to say thank you is impermanent. So the Buddha taught us to live with awareness, not to panic, not to cling, but to be present, to be kind while we can, to speak what should be spoken while there is still a listener. Now, let us look at the parent's heart. When you were small, your parents did not keep a score. They did not count how many nights they stayed awake. They did not record how many meals they skipped. They did not demand a receipt for their love. They simply did what love does. They protected. They carried. They worried. They gave. Often silently. Often without words. And many parents never expect their child to repay them like a debt. What they hope for is simpler. They hope the child remembers. They hope the child still comes home sometimes. They hope the child still speaks with softness. They hope the child still sees them as human, not as furniture in the background of life. This is why the greatest loneliness of old age is not always lack of money. It is the feeling of not being needed, not being remembered, being alive, but becoming invisible. Now, this is not true for every family in the same way. Some families are complicated. Some relationships carry pain. So we must speak with compassion and realism. The Buddha did not teach blind obedience. He taught wisdom and non-harming. So if your relationship with your parents is difficult, begin with what is safe and possible. A small message, a short call, a respectful boundary, or simply a wish in the heart that suffering may end. Gratitude does not mean allowing harm. Gratitude means recognizing what is good without denying what is painful. This is the middle way. Now, the Buddha taught right speech, speech that is true, speech that is beneficial, speech that is timely, speech that is gentle. If you want to practice gratitude toward your parents, right speech is one of the best places to begin. Because many regrets are made through careless words, a harsh sentence, a cold tone, a rushed dismissal. Parents may not argue back, but the words land. And later, the child forgets, but the parent remembers. So gratitude is also restraint. It is remembering that the person in front of you will not be here forever. So you choose your words like you would choose medicine. Now, a small story. A man was very busy. Work, money, deadlines, problems. His mother called often. He answered quickly, "Yes, I'm fine. Later. Not now." One day, he came home and found his mother sitting quietly, looking at old photos. She smiled and said, "I was just remembering." He felt a small pain, but he still did not slow down. Weeks later, she became sick. In the hospital, she was tired and quiet. The man suddenly wanted to talk. He wanted to ask questions. He wanted to hear stories. But her voice was weak. He sat beside her and realized the cruel truth. He had time now, but she had less. He was not punished by anyone. He was punished by impermanence. After she passed, he became gentler, not because guilt improved him, but because reality awakened him. He began calling his father more. He began visiting his relatives. He began saying thank you while people were still alive to hear it. The lesson is simple. Do not wait until love has no place to land. Speak now. Now, the Buddha would say. Do not turn this lesson into guilt. Guilt is another form of self-centeredness. Guilt says, "Look at me, I am terrible." Wisdom says, "Wake up and do one good thing." So instead of drowning in regret, choose one act today. One call, one message, one visit, one gentle sentence. This is how gratitude becomes practice. Now, many people think gratitude means money, gifts, expensive things. But the Buddha taught that the greatest gift is presence, a mind that is there, a heart that listens, a hand that helps. So if your parents are aging, consider what they truly need. They may need help with a doctor visit. They may need help with groceries. They may need a ride. They may need someone to sit and eat slowly with them. They may need you to listen to the same story again without irritation. This is real gratitude. Not dramatic, just steady. Now another small story. A daughter visited her father. Her father spoke slowly and repeated the same memory. She felt impatience rising. She almost checked her phone. Then she remembered something. When she was a child, she repeated the same questions every day. Why is the sky blue? Tell me again. Read it again. And her father answered, again and again. Not because it was exciting, because love is repetition. So the daughter placed her phone down. She looked into her father's eyes. She listened, and something soft opened inside her. The lesson is simple. Gratitude is patience. Now, let us connect gratitude to the Buddha's teaching of karma. Karma is shaped by intention. When you speak with kindness, you plant kindness in your mind. When you speak with harshness, you plant harshness in your mind. So gratitude is not only for your parents, it is also for your own future peace. Because the mind you train now is the mind you will live in later. If you train impatience now, you will suffer later. If you train patience now, you will have a home inside yourself. So practice gratitude as a way of shaping your own heart. Now the Buddha also taught the practice of recollection. Recollect the goodness you received. Recollect the care that kept you alive. Recollect the people who supported your life. This recollection is not to trap you in debt. It is to soften the heart. A softened heart is less selfish, and a less selfish heart is closer to freedom. So tonight, quietly, recollect. a meal your mother made, a long night your father stayed awake, a sacrifice you did not notice as a child. Then let that memory become one small action, a call, a message, a visit, a thank you. This is how recollection becomes wisdom. Now, we also must remember boundaries. If you have parents who are harmful, gratitude does not mean returning to harm. The Buddha taught non-harming, so protect yourself. Seek support. Keep distance if needed. But even then, you can practice releasing hatred, because hatred burns you. You can say, "May I be free from this pain. May they also be free from the ignorance that caused harm." This is compassion without naivety. Now, many people say, "I am too busy. I will call later." But later is not promised. Impermanence is not dramatic. It is ordinary. It arrives in small ways. A missed call, a postponed visit, a year passing faster than you expect. So do not wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is often never. The real moment is now. Now, here is a simple practice you can do, even if you have only 5 minutes. First, send one message, just one line. "I miss you. How are you today? Thank you for everything." Second, if possible, call for 5 minutes. Not to solve problems, just to connect. Third, if you cannot contact your parents, offer a small act of gratitude to someone else. Help an elder. Speak kindly to a neighbor. Because gratitude must become action, or it becomes only a beautiful idea. Now, if you are enjoying this talk and you want more gentle teachings like this, you can support Buddha Peaceful Mind by subscribing or leaving a like. Not to chase numbers, but to help these reminders reach more people who are rushing through life and forgetting what matters. Now, let us bring the teaching of impermanence again, but softly. Your parents will not always be strong. Your parents will not always remember everything. One day, you may be the one who helps them walk. One day, you may be the one who feeds them. And if you practice gratitude now, that future will be less bitter, because you will have fewer regrets. Regret is heavy. Gratitude is light. So choose light while you can. Now, let us speak to the parent who is listening. If you are a parent, you may feel something tender hearing this. You may hope your child will remember you. The Buddha would say, "Do not cling." Clinging creates suffering. But you can plant wholesome seeds. You can be kind. You can be present. You can apologize. You can repair. And your kindness becomes a teaching. Children remember love more than lectures. So if you want gratitude later, give love now. Not as a transaction, as a gift. Now, let us end with 3 simple questions you can carry. Have I thanked my parents in a real way, not as a habit, but from the heart? Have I given them my presence, even briefly, without rushing? If my parents were gone tomorrow, what would I wish I had said today? Do not use these questions to punish yourself. Use them to wake up. Then do one small thing. One small thing is enough to change the direction of the heart. If this talk helped you, consider sharing it with someone who is always busy and always saying later. A share can be a quiet act of compassion. And if you want more Dharma talks like this, You can subscribe to Buddha Peaceful Mind so these reminders can accompany you. Now, let us close with a blessing. May you remember what matters while there is still time. May you speak gently to those who raised you. May your gratitude become action. May your heart be soft and strong. May all beings be safe. May all beings be well. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be free.